Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another story time with Paul. This time I'm going to be telling the story of my adventure at the Warped Tour this year. Recently, some YouTubers, mainly this one I follow called Social Repos, said that the Warped Tour is dead now. So I was like, how could it be dead? The Warped Tour is like legendary. So I bought a ticket and I decided to go to the Warped Tour and see if it was really dead, like he said it was. I understand the point that he was trying to make, like there's not enough fresh meat in the oven, you know what I'm saying? But I thought it was still awesome. There's a bunch of people there who are still kicking, the full house basically. So Warped Tour will live forever. Let's start my story of the Warped Tour. So in the beginning, I was supposed to go with my friend Sean. He might recognize him from our last video, The Band. I was supposed to go with my friend Sean because his cousin is playing in a cool band called Owlkill. Definitely check them out, Owlkill rocks. I ended up being down the shore that weekend, so I couldn't go with Sean. I ended up having to go with my friend David, and he came with me, and we went to the Warped Tour together. What I found out later that day is that Sean only wanted to stay for Owlkill anyway, so maybe it's kind of a good thing I didn't go with Sean because I would have missed Sum 41, which is my favorite band that was going to be playing there. Continue with the story. We had so many problems when we were wearing the jeans. It was like 100 degrees and we were like dying, but I'll get to that in a minute. The water was $3 apparently, so you could see where most of our money was going. There was just so many bands playing. If you want to hear some metal, you go down to the Monster Energy stage. You want to hear some alternative rock, I don't know, maybe go to Cyclops stage. You want to hear some punk, go to Journey. You know, it's just so cool how much different types of music we're actually playing there. This thing that kind of pissed me off is when there's a band that I like called Masked Intruder. And by the time I got there, we made one wrong turn on the way there, and it added 30 minutes to our journey. So I missed Masked Intruder because they were playing first. But it was still cool because later on I got to meet Masked Intruder, and they were really cool guys. I took a picture with them. They signed a shirt. That was awesome. They signed a CD for me. After we met Masked Intruder with the t-shirts and the CDs, we were like, wait, what are we going to do with this? We can't keep this with us all day. So we actually had to leave the Warped Tour to go to our car in the parking lot. You're not supposed to leave, but we met a nice security guard that said, if you guys go sneak out, I'll let you back in. Me and David started our adventure, and we noticed people are leaving the concert early, and that like none of the big bands have played yet, so I was asking, why are you clocking out so early? I said, why are you guys clocking out so early? I can't do this right now. Whoa, what did I do wrong? My dog just died. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It's just really hot outside, so I thought maybe you guys... I know it's hot, that's probably why I died. And then I just stayed completely silent. And I was like, that was the most awkward conversation I've ever had in my entire life. And then finally she turns around and says, I'm just kidding, that was a joke. And we just stayed silent and just walked away. But that was the worst joke I've ever heard in my life. My dog died. I saw Teenage Bottle Rocket, that's another band that I follow. I got front row to that concert. That was the only front row I got that day. I'm sure I could have squeezed my way through, but I didn't want to be that one guy who's like pushing everybody out of the way. But Teenage Bottle Rocket front row was awesome. There was some old dude banging his head next to me the whole time. Dave was on my left, and the old dude had like really long hair, so he was like a really good headbanger. And I was trying to go in sync with him. David was, so we just had this row of 3 idiots headbanging the whole time. And Teenage Bottle Rocket has a song called Headbanger. When the song got to the part where it goes, Headbanger, we'd all go like this, Headbanger. So that was my Teenage Bottle Rocket experience. And then after the concert, they went to their booth, and like I met Masked Intruder, I also met Teenage Bottle Rocket, which is really cool. I hung out with them for a little while, like 5 minutes, we talked. They just finished performing, so when we had to take the picture with them, I put my arms around them, and my arms were covered in sweat, and I was like, oh my god, Teenage Bottle Rocket sweat. I said as a joke, and David was like, oh my god, you should never shower again. Another band you may know called Falling in Reverse was there too, which is another huge band. Me and David tried to go see Falling in Reverse right after we saw Teenage Bottle Rocket, and there was a huge crowd already formed, so we had a terrible view, and we were getting frustrated because we couldn't see anything, so we just gave up on that. But we weren't giving up yet, because Sum 41 was coming on, not next, but the band after that. So me and Dave, we went around, we got some crappy food that was like $1 million. We got some more $3 water. There was a lot of mosh pitting. Surprisingly, there were signs up that were like, if you mosh, you get hurt, you sue, no more Warped Tour. But people were still doing it. And at the smaller stages, sometimes there would be like 1 or 2 people in the mosh pit, and it would look so stupid. They'd be swinging their arms by themselves. It actually looked like they had problems. There's always crowd surfing, which is awesome. All the punk pop, punk rock concerts. When I was at Blink, there was crowd surfing like from the beginning of the concert to the end. At these like small little crowds, it wasn't as far, but it was still cool to watch. Good Charlotte wasn't there at our date, which kind of sucks. I really like Good Charlotte. But anyway, finally, Sum 41's approaching. We get our stuff, we run down to Sum 41, and there was already a bunch of Sum 41 fans. I'm a huge Sum 41 fan, but there was people that must have been waiting there for the full hour to see them because they were in the front. Me and David pushed our way through as far as we could without being total jerks, and we were like 3 rows back, which isn't bad, and I was happy about that. And then finally, Derek Whibley, Dave Brown sound comes out. Intro starts playing, When the Sum is 41. It came out and the Hell Song's playing. Everybody was jumping.
And guide you through this final year, the Dark Army's then.
It was the highlight of the day. It definitely was. Like, I knew every word to like every song. It was just a great time. Me and Dave were rocking out, jumping up and down and stuff. And you could actually sing along, which is some artists nowadays, the music you can't sing along with. So it's like, I don't know. I just like being able to sing along. I can't go wub, 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 you know. But I can go, 'cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep. We were literally the most sweaty you could possibly be. We got in the car and we drove home. And we were like, that was awesome. So that was my Warped Tour journey. I got to meet 2 awesome bands. You should definitely check out Mast and True. Definitely check out Teenage Bottle Rocket. Definitely check out Owl Kill. And if you don't know Sum 41, then you probably living under a rock. And I will go to the Warped Tour next year. It's not dead. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.